Hi, I'm Mary Beth Johnson. I'm a chef de cuisine and executive pastry chef. And today we're going to be making mushrooms and truffle appetizers. And when you think of Italian, you think black truffles, white truffles, Alba truffles. And the black truffles come from the region of Umbria. And they actually use dogs or pigs to snuff them out. And they are found under, believe it or not, trees very similar to what we have in the United States called oak trees. So today I've got black truffle oil, and the reason is to have a black truffle, it's very, very expensive. I've had a friend of mine bring some directly from Italy, from his castle, and I just popped them in my mouth and I ate them. And that's really not what you want to do. You want to share them with your friends, but I was stingy that day. What I've got is I've got baby portobello mushrooms, and I've got some black truffle oil, and I've got salt and pepper already on the mushrooms themselves, okay? Because I don't like putting it into the pan because it can really, it can get too much. I've got basil, fresh basil, and then fresh Italian seasoning. So we take a little bit of olive oil, which is probably about a tablespoon and a half, and we're going to put it into a hot pan. And then we want to add the mushrooms. Now, you might find that you need a little bit more olive oil than that because the mushrooms really are very, very absorbent. Once they finish the final cooking stage, which I would say is probably about 2 minutes with the olive oil, remember, not a lot of olive oil. You want to take a little bit of the truffle oil, just a dab will do you know, just a little bit. Just drizzle it right on top so that it can absorb that flavor, because it's pretty strong. Because I go to Italy every year, I've got family there for the last 23 and a half years, you know. I got to tell you, you won't find the appetizers like you do in the States, you know. It's very, very different over there. They like the natural foods where it's either simply grilled or just simply pan roasted. And you see how these are starting, they still have their texture, they still have their looks, and they're just not saturated in oil, which is what you want to avoid. Well, our mushrooms have finished cooking. We've added the truffle oil, and we're ready to serve them. Nothing fancy. This is strictly how you do it over there. And this is our mushrooms and truffle appetizer. Serve it with crusty bread or just a fork. Enjoy.